Hi everyone, I'm Simi, co-founder of Crebit. We are building the global infrastructure for foreign exchange with stablecoin payments. The current options for foreign exchange are just outdated. When you look at platforms like Western Union, CXI, and Convera, they're just slow and expensive. They typically take an extra 6 to 10% in foreign exchange markups because they rely on traditional SWIFT international transfers, which ends up hopping through several different intermediary banks and ends up taking several business days as well. According to the World Bank, the average cost of foreign exchange is 6.49%. Think about that. Every time someone sends $1,000, over $60 just disappears. And that's the problem that Crebit is solving. But before I tell you how, let me tell you a little bit about ourselves. I'm Simi. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I studied computer science and design at Stanford. I love technology and making apps. One of the mobile apps I made won Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference. My co-founder, Jensen, studied computer science at MIT. He's done software engineering for Amazon and NASA. And one thing about Jensen is he loves coding competitions. And he's won so many of them that he was named one of the top 50 hackers in the world. Jensen also competed in foreign exchange trading competitions. And many of the algorithms he developed are the ones we use today for Crebit. Jensen and I originally met at the Bank of America Scholarship Program back in high school. And ever since then, we've always been brainstorming fintech ideas. As a first-generation immigrant, I often saw how when my family sent money back home, we would lose money. And on top of that, when there's emergencies, the money would not arrive in time. This was the same scenario when I went to college. I saw a lot of our international student classmates lose thousands of dollars when they're converting currency to pay for their college tuition. One of my classmates, Giovanna from Brazil, was spending an extra $6,000 on her tuition payment in foreign exchange fees. So we built Crebit. Here's our platform. Crebit is live today, and it's really easy to use. So I'm going to show a walkthrough of how it would work if you were to send money. Let's just say you want to send money from Brazil to the US. So we send money directly from the Brazilian bank account to the US bank account. So here, let's just say I want to send money to my Lake Michigan Credit Union account if I'm a member at Lake Michigan Credit Union. I can do that, or you can also add a bank account that you currently have, and all you really have to enter is your routing number and account number. So let's just say I want to send money to my Lake Michigan Credit Union account. I then continue to the payment details. So if I want to send 10,000 Brazilian reais, I then get a locked quote, and I proceed to the payment. Now right here is a Pix QR code. So in every single country has their own local domestic payment rail. In Brazil, they use this instant payment method called Pix. Think of Pix like the equivalent of FedNow in the US. So the Brazilian international student or the Brazilian user will scan this Pix QR code, send Crebit their Brazilian reais, and then what we do is this thing called a stablecoin sandwich. We take that Brazilian reais and we purchase USDC stablecoin. What's great about stablecoins is that they're pegged to the US dollar. So think of the stablecoin as a digital dollar. So with the Brazilian reais, we purchase the USDC stablecoin, and then we immediately sell that USDC stablecoin for US dollars and do a domestic wire to the recipient's bank account. And that's how Crebit works. So through Crebit, we use stablecoins as an intermediary, and we're able to completely bypass the SWIFT transfer fees and delays. This whole process takes less than 10 minutes. Now, with Crebit, this month we just processed $2 million in payments, and even outside of working with many international students, we actually started working with some businesses. And one common ask of these businesses is that they need to be able to lock in their foreign exchange rates longer than 5 to 10 minutes. Today, global businesses are not able to take advantage of stablecoin savings and payments. We've talked to hundreds of CFOs, and the reason is because stablecoin foreign exchange rates just last for 5 to 10 minutes. So we recently developed the stablecoin hedging layer where businesses can now lock in their foreign exchange rates up to 180 days. Quick context on what hedging actually is. Hedging is how businesses protect themselves from currency risk. So you take a future payment that's exposed to foreign exchange swings and you lock it in today so you know exactly what it will cost. We actually currently work with a Brazilian textile factory that does over $40 million in foreign exchange annually. And often they send their payments to China, and they want to lock in their foreign exchange rates for 180 days. But in that 180 days, the Brazilian reais can end up shifting and swing 5 to 8% against the dollar. So we've developed the on-chain hedging system where businesses can actually lock in their foreign exchange rates. And the old school way of doing that is you'd go to a traditional OTC desk or broker, but with Crebit, we're building that whole hedging layer on the blockchain, where the deposit will live in a smart contract and the settlement can happen in seconds. We're able to hedge our foreign exchange rates up to 180 days, which is awesome. So for us, it's the same economic protection on the blockchain. We just finished our A16Z speedrun demo day, and we raised $4 million to build this infrastructure for stablecoin payments and hedging. And we're really excited to partner with financial institutions. We're working with Michigan State University, Federal Credit Union, along with other foreign exchange providers. So if you're a business looking to implement stablecoin foreign exchange, please reach out and stop by our demo booth. Thank you.